what is it's been a long ass time since I've uploaded, but this game's pretty fun, so why not upload it? So this is the base skill tree in the game. You get dark quartz from doing shit. There are 3 skill lines: Skull, Bone, and Spirit. They all either decrease cooldowns or swap things, you know, make you invincible for a dash. The usual. So let's just get into it. So this is pretty, I don't know, honestly, I don't really like the guy I just got, but we'll work with it. Basically, they have the ability to, well, attack faster in midair and float down slowly. Variation Petrify. Okay. So you start off normally when you start the game. I just have a few upgrades I've planned for a while. You start off with this skull that allows you to teleport and dash in, which is always fun to use. Especially if you can get the right combo off. So, like in most roguelike games, it just kind of has this element where, I mean, you die, you come back, all that shit, but it's more of like, I don't know, in this game it doesn't feel as, per se, punishing. It's more of like, I don't know, they actually did a really good job of making you feel stronger on each time you come back into a run. Which is a decent thing that a lot of roguelikes miss out on. And, I don't know, one thing I have not mentioned is when you switch between your 2 skulls that you can get, it will do a, like, kind of like a, I guess you could call it falling statues. It does, like, a certain attack. So it turns to stone and you fall on the ground, which, I mean, it works. There are better skulls in the game than these ones. These are both common ones. This is the big start off one, so it's just getting those better ones. It is a form of RNG, but once you get it, you know, it's pretty fun to just send it. So let's see what we get right here. I'll take that. Basically, it's just counter. And our dash now, our dash will now do damage to enemies. So you'll find these little quiescent things. I probably didn't pronounce that right, but they're basically kind of like, they give you just different like little power-ups. So this one gives me this huge leap. And I think that they add to the game. One of the common ones that you get is kind of like a frost grenade, which can be really helpful in many situations where you most definitely get hurt. Alright, so we did a counter there to prevent him from doing damage to us with that attack. So let's pick up some food for health. We're gonna swap out for the mummy. The mummy, his autos do jack shit for damage, but his little skull ability pretty much just, I mean, it usually tends to do like a pretty huge amount of damage. So this is around, there's these people called adventurers that you run into after like 3 areas. They're kind of like mini bosses, and after you fight 2 adventurers, it will bring you to a, you know, the big boss, which in this case will be a tree end. you won't always fight the same adventure each time. It'll change up from place to place, but I think next time he does that attack, I'm just gonna counter it. Oh, there. I hate this. There's a lot going on right now. Luckily, I managed to dodge all of it. This was like this is an awful run to get first showcase, but what can you do? Gotta play with what you get, like in most roguelike games. We're gonna hopefully finish them off soon. Good lord. Alright. Oh. Awful gameplay. I'm just trying to do this, just because I think it's a good game. If you look at the game, you think it looks any bit enjoyable. It's always good to support devs, especially if you like the way it looks. I mean, the game's only $15. It came out 3 days ago, so. Yeah, I usually don't talk while playing, so this is like kind of hard for me to focus, but I'm working on it. So one thing that I've noticed with the dash attacks, like the ones where you'll get a certain skull with a dash attack, what I've noticed with it is your dash, it will interrupt an enemy's attack if they're starting to attack you, and it's just 90% of the time it will save your life, or like just do something useful. It's just little mechanics in games like that are things that you gotta keep an eye out for. Yeah, using those bombs to jump around is always fun. Let's hope to get a better skull here. Oh, this one is too good. So basically this one right here, it's like Ghost Rider. And this motorcycle, it just does a ludicrous amount of damage. Like, it's just stupid. But I'm not complaining. So this little cross thing right here, it'll give me a buff that will like regenerate my health. I tend to break it after I kill all of the enemies, just so I could heal up any damage I have taken. But to each his own. If you want to send it like I just did there and not get hit, you can send it. So we're going to the second area in the first zone, which means we're one step closer to that goddamn boss. Fuck. Yeah, see what I mean though? Those basic attacks do nothing. I mean, you're better off fucking like, I don't know, not even fucking moving. Like, it does 2 damage per shot. I mean, I guess it's okay because it staggers the enemy, but there's so many other things that work better. So, I mean, in many fights, there will eventually start popping up a lot of mages and shit like that. Oh, I love this guy. This one's pretty good too. You have the way to like dash through enemies and you still do damage to them with that dash. So killing this right here will give us a little movement buff for the duration of, however fucking long it wants to last. Ooh, that was a nice one right there. Little launch into a bomb, just blow them out. Get their ass. Cook them. Wipe all of them, hopefully. Oh my gosh, that's what I'm saying. It's so strong. Oh my gosh. These two, they just combine really well. There are certain skulls that just have like synergy, I would say. So like doing the bike thing on the Ghost Rider skull, and then coming out of it into a dash on this skull, along with another dash, you just eliminate health bars. That's just something I find really enjoyable about these type of games, where it just feels like you can go through the same areas over and over again, but having different items, power-ups, and everything just makes it a different experience each time. And it's refreshing, I would say. So we have a rare there that is very lucky to find. So basically that item I picked up will make it so every 10 seconds there will be random lightning that drops down on enemies. Oh, alright. The synergy works with this one too. This one, I'm pretty sure it's as long as, yeah. So what we're gonna get here is, oh, it's apparently showcasing crazy because it's one of the adventures, but. This guy is so easy. I mean, he's super predictable. All of his attacks are very slow. You just run away, dash. And on that upgrade tree I was talking about, I had highly suggested to get the ability to dodge things, you know, like the invincibility iframes if you ever play Dark Souls. But it's just very useful, I will always say, just to have invincibility frames, because, I mean, you can dash once every 1 second, but it's just, it helps so much. Early game I was dying all the time, just because, I mean, I couldn't even get, like, past, like, the second adventure, just because you don't have that ability to take certain attacks and just jump through them, you know? Yeah, this is a rare skull right here. So you'll find different rarities. These two I think are very good. The genie allows you to do that huge attack where you jump on their head and you just body slam them basically. You're just some fat ass. Alright. So also when you're in areas, you get placed through the same area, so learning where enemies will spawn, like the fire mages on this map, they always spawn right here, so just having the knowledge of them, oh yeah, they're gonna spawn right there, it just helps so much. Now these icicle guys piss me off when you're fighting a bunch of enemies and there's just one icicle guy somewhere on the map. He'll just be raining them down on you, and it's a lot to focus on. We're just gonna pull it around here. Kill all of these guys fast. Get a big ol' attack off. Get the genie slam. We're gonna hop out. Fuck that. 37 damage off the lightning strike there, which is incredibly strong. So every now and then, it's not every run, but you'll find this little mysterious boy, and basically what he does is he'll give you a Quintet thing, one of these little abilities for completing whatever the task is. Basically, you always have to fight a wave after wave kind of thing to just help him on his adventure, quote unquote. So after you do that, he'll go on over by the entrance, you talk to him, and he'll give you this. This is the one I was talking about earlier. So it freezes the enemies, which I'm going to take because it will synergize better with the build I have going right now. Now, if you've ever played Dead Cells and games like that, you know there's ways to, like, make builds in that sort of manner with scrolls and leveling up attributes that support your weapon. Whereas in this game, you just want to, I don't know, I guess, have it so everything works with your skull's thing. So, like, each skull has a type, so you could find weapon traits that are, well, hold on, sorry. You just find weapon traits that work with power or balance. And here's, like, right here, it's like, it's always useful. Get some big, good damage off. Sometimes it's worth it to take a hit if you know you're going to be able to get off some fatty damage. Because there's always, you know, after this boss fight, you heal for about like 30 HP. So it's good to know that you'll be alright even if you mess up a few times. Nobody's perfect when you play games. Even pros. So we're just going to finish him off here with that. Yeah, I'm just gonna record out this whole run and I guess I'll upload that. It's been a long time since I've uploaded. Hopefully the mic quality's changed. So this is the second area of the game, which is kind of like a castle. And you'll notice it's a big increase in difficulty automatically. You have to play a lot more safe, you have to dash around a lot more, because you gotta make sure that you're staying away from all these huge attacks that chunk your health. One thing that they did in this game that I find very cool is sometimes on these areas there's a certain you'll find like dinner plates, and if you hit the dinner plates, they'll just straight up fly into enemies and do damage to them. I think that's a pretty neat design. So there I used the iframes to dodge that dash attack by him. Yeah, those big guys can get quite troublesome if you ask me. So, one thing that is in this game that I've figured out quite easily is having these hidden areas where usually it's indicated by there will be like a pile of gold in a location where it seems like you can't get to it, you know, like up here, like where I can't jump that high. So it's just looking out for things like that that are pretty helpful. Great. So we're coming to a point in the game where the difficulty starts to spike. You'll face against 2 adventurers now instead of 1. so you have a lot more to focus on dodging. It gets to be alive and not prepared for it. So I'm trying to keep them frozen there so I could focus on one while I fight the other. Ugh. And it seemed to work. But yeah, I also got quite low. So we have a full slot of items now. That's pretty good. We have 2 rares, which is, I mean, this run went from bad to better pretty quickly, so that's always good. Let's get some movement speed here real quick. So, also, one way to get iframes is to press C and switch your, I don't know, fucking, your skull real quick. I don't know, you gotta time it pretty well though, that's the one thing. There's some pretty good items. I'm gonna pick up. I'm gonna drop that. We're gonna pick up that. I think it's better to have flat damage than critical damage because you don't always crit. Oh, well, shit. Well, there was a secret for you. Shit. Alright, so I'm gonna take out these fire guys first, because they're most troublesome in my opinion. I really like that one. Yeah, if this causes me to lose the run, I guess that's how it is, but this skull is just pretty enjoyable. It's also a rare. Now, I've never seen him running like that. I wonder what that's all about. Yeah, I like this one because it's super strong. I mean, you combo it, you do your basic attack, and you do your basic attack and jump. You could get a really strong up-hit combo on the enemies, which I'll attempt to demonstrate, but it's hard to demonstrate on these. Oh, that was awful by me. I jumped right onto the fucking cross trap. Tell me. But like, you see that, you do like huge damage to crowds. It's just super nice crowd control. That's what I'm talking about. If you don't go for those mages, they start fucking you up. I lost so much HP there from them. Those fireballs just nailing me from afar. They do 8 damage per hit, so it's nothing exciting. See, like, there's a good combo example right there. That's the way I went about that. You chain them all together, and it usually tends to work no matter what. Now in this case, ship timbers and shit my pants. There's a lot of fucking people. Ooh, ooh. How did I fucking... Ah, no, I was gonna say, how did I fucking live there? Well, that is a showcase of Skul, the Hero Slayer. If you liked what you saw, I guess check the game out. It's only 15, 20 bucks. It was on sale when I bought it, so it was 15. But it's pretty good for being only released for 3 days. Thanks for tuning in to my bullshit. See ya.